ಕೊಡ್ಗೆ ಚೂರು. Dr. Prithvi BC, Organizing Secretary, KAPICON 2026, and Dr. Mahesh Murthy BR, Treasurer, KAPICON 2026. all of you, we are honored and delighted by your gracious presence here this evening. Welcome you all. We begin this auspicious evening the way all great endeavors should begin, with prayer, with gratitude, with humility. I request Ms. Sannidhi to commence with the invocation song.
महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि महागणपतिं मनसा स्मरामि वसिष्ठवामदेवादि वन्दितमहागणपतिं महादेवसुतं महादेवसुतं गुरुगुहनुतं महादेवसुतं गुरुगुहनुतं मारकोटि प्रकाशं शान्तं महादेवसुतं गुरुगुहनुतं मारकोटि प्रकाशं शान्तं गमपनि बसानि पगमपनि सरि मारे सनि पमगमपनि सानि पमगमपमरि महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रियं मूषिकवाहनमोदकाप्रियं महाकाव्यनाटकादिप्रियं मूषिकवाहनमोदकाप्रियं महागणपतिं वसिष्ठवामदेवादिवन्दित महागणपतिं
With the blessings of the Almighty, we now proceed. I request Dr. S.B. Hegde, Organizing Chairman, KAPICON 2026, to kindly come forward and deliver the welcome address.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we are truly privileged to have several distinguished guests on the stage. They guide, inspire, and illuminate, each one a shining beak of knowledge, leadership, and service to the society. It's my proud privilege to welcome all of them to this auspicious occasion. Professor C.N. Manjunath, Padma Shri Awardee, a distinguished cardiologist, a former director of Sri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiological Sciences and Research, Bangalore, an honorable member of parliament from Bangalore Rural Constituency. Welcome, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Dr. G. Narsimlu, President API, welcome, sir. Grateful that you have graciously consented to inaugurate 43rd KAPICON conference. Dr. Jyotirman Pal, past President API, we are truly delighted by your gracious presence. Chairman, API Karnataka, I also welcome all the delegates, speakers, and their families. Warm welcome also goes to the press and media and our sponsors. Warm welcome to one and all. Our young and dynamic enthusiastic team has been working hard to see that all the delegates are comfortable and they go home satisfied. Please feel free to contact any one of us if you require any help. I am indebted to all the committees without naming anyone. We have worked together with only one mission, that we should give our best. Please enjoy and stay and carry back good memories of our humble hospitality. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words have set the warmest of the tones for this evening. We now arrive at the most sacred ritual of our inauguration, the lighting of the lamp. In our tradition, the lamp is not merely a flame. It is a symbol of knowledge conquering ignorance, of compassion illuminating suffering, of medicine at its most noble. What could be more fitting than to light this lamp in the presence of the healers gathered here this evening? I now request our distinguished dignitaries to kindly come forward for the lighting of the lamp. I request all the dignitaries to kindly be seated on the dais. Thank you. The moment has arrived, the formal inauguration of KAPICON 2026. We are deeply privileged and honored to have the President of the Association of Physicians of India here with us in Shimogga this evening. His leadership has been a guiding force for physicians across our nation. His presence here today is itself a testament to the standing and the significance of our Karnataka chapter conference. I request Dr. G. Narasimulu, President, Association of Physicians of India, to kindly deliver the inaugural address and formally declare KAPICON 2026 open.
My friends, as the President of Association of Physicians of India, I declare the KAPICON 2026 open. Thank you.
A conference souvenir is more than a book. It is a time capsule, a record of the knowledge, the effort, and the spirit of KAPICON 2026. Years from now, we will look back at this souvenir and remember this evening in Shimogga. Now, I request Dr. Jyotirmay Pal, past President, Association of Physicians of India, to kindly come forward for the release of the KAPICON 2026 souvenir. And I also request Dr. Gopal, our Souvenir Committee Chairman. Thank you, sir. May I now request Organizing Committee of KAPICON 2026 to kindly felicitate Dr. G. Narasimhalu, sir. Thank you. We now invite the Secretary of API Karnataka to present the Secretary's report, an overview of the activities, milestones, and progress of our state chapter over the past year.
Good evening, everybody. I welcome you all on behalf of API Karnataka chapter to this inaugural function. First of all, I welcome our chief guest, Professor C.N. Manjunath Sir, Padma Shri Awardee, Member of Parliament, Bengaluru Rural, and also our API member, and also we are familiar with him from past 30 to 40 years. I also welcome Dr. G. Narasimhalu, President APA, and also I welcome Dr. Jyotirmay Pal, past President APA, Dr. Virupaksha V, Director cum Dean, SHIMOGGA Institute of Medical Science, Dr. Nandini Chatterjee, Editor-in-Chief, JAPI, Dr. Nagendra S, Medical Director, SUBBAIAH Institute of Medical Science, and also our office bearers, Dr. Malingappa Sir, Chairman, Dr. Ramesh, Chairman-elect, Dr. Vishwanath Krishnamurthy, our treasurers, and other office bearers on the dais. We have done a lot of activities from past 1 year. All has been circulated through email to all the members. Since we are eager to hear our Manjunath Sir's advice and other important speech, I just want to cut short our secretary report to I want to give the highlights, that's all. Just a gist of it I will read. I, Dr. M. Mohan Kumar, Secretary, API Karnataka Chapter, take great pleasure in presenting the activities done by API Karnataka Chapter for the year 2025-26. The newly elected Executive Committee members of API Karnataka Chapter took charge from outgoing committee during the general body meeting of API KC at Hubballi on 14/6/2025. And further, the subcommittee members were formed and co-opted members were nominated during the combined executive meeting held on 19/7/2025. Guru Namana was conducted in APA Bhavan to our patron Dr. M. Maya Sir on 28/6/2025. Regarding academic activities, we have conducted 8 clinical monthly meetings from various medical colleges and different institutions every month on 4th Saturday. We have conducted online and virtual CME programs. We have conducted 3 programs. We have conducted 46th CME in internal medicine in association with MERT. 350 PG students attended students from all over the state attended the CME programs. Over 24 case presentation was done. We have conducted Dr. H.S. Hande Honor CME, the year in review, on 22/3/2026. We also conduct DNB teaching programs on 4th Sunday. It is headed by Dr. Goindappa sir, and we have already conducted 11 DNB teaching program for this year. Every year we conduct Physicians Day on 23/12. So this year we have honored 6 physicians: Dr. K. Rajshekara from Tumkur, Dr. V.G. Kulkarni from Vijaypura, Dr. Lakshmi Narayana V. from Mysore, Dr. G. Chandrappa from Gangavati, Dr. K.S. Keshwa from Bangalore, Dr. B.R. Shivkumar from Bangalore. We have given 3 Lifetime Achievements Award during KAPICON 2025 in Hubli to Dr. B.S. Patil from Hubli, Dr. M. Narayana Swamy from Bangalore, Dr. K.R. Ravindra from Bangalore. We have conducted 4 EC meetings. APA Karnataka chapter also publishes APA Karnataka Journal since 2014. Under the inspiring leadership of Dr. Srikanth Hegde and his entire editorial staff, the journal quality continued to increase. With over 64 articles submitted in 2025 and an acceptance rate of 38%, the journal is able to publish high-quality articles. The journal is now included in DOAG. The dedication to maintain the high standard has been critical and in establishing our publication as a reliable source of information to PGs and other physicians. Additionally, our journal does not charge article processing fees to its authors. Looking ahead, we plan to increase the journal's visibility through strategic collaboration, improving the indexing and targeted promotional activities. I congratulate Dr. Srikanth Hegde and his team for this activity. We conducted annual state conference in Hubli on 13th, 14th and 15th June 2025. This major event was brilliantly organized and executed by attended by more than 1,100 registered delegates. The 3 days scientific extravaganza was well appreciated by delegates. I congratulate office bearers of Hubli Dharwad APA branch. APA Karnataka also awards 8 gold medals for orations and also conducts state-level PG quiz, platform presentations, free paper sessions, poster presentations, and award paper presentation as well. PG quiz, the state-level Dr. B.K. Srinivasmurthy Memorial PG quiz for medicine postgraduates was conducted by APA Karnataka in KAPICON Hubli 2025. Special awards like Dr. V. Parmeshwar Award for Best Paper was given to Dr. Cynthia Amruta Sukumar and also Dr. Anumayi Singh PG. We also conducted national level quiz. During the year, 88 physicians became life member, totaling to 1,397. We have also visited district branches and also visited meeting in APA Kolkata. APA Karnataka initiatives. An important initiative that our association has been actively involved is a part of National Tuberculosis Elimination Program. We provide food kit to the TB patients. I take this opportunity to convey our congratulations and best wishes to Dr. V. Chandraya, who was selected for Master Teacher Award by APA, and also Dr. K.P. Suresh Babu, who was awarded by MA KSB Presidential Award. We have opened this year a new branch, that is Yadgir, on 29th November 2025. To conclude, I express my sincere, heartfelt thanks to our chairman, Dr. B. Malingappa sir, Honorary Secretary, Treasurer Dr. Vishwanath, Chairman-elect Dr. B. Ramesh, and other office bearers, and I all thank esteemed members of APA Karnataka chapter. We continue to strive for excellence in serving our community through our association, enhancing charitable endeavors, and increasing our research activities. To sum up, I would like to quote Charles Young's, "Medicine can cure diseases, but only doctors cure patients." Long live APA Karnataka chapter. Thanking you very much. Next, we are going to award the journal Best Original Article. Award goes to Dr. Jay Prakash Kuldeep. Second is Monica Jain. And third is Dr. Chandrakant Salve. So now next is Best Review Article. Topic is Emerging Paradigms in Sepsis Management, Critical Insight from Contemporary Clinical Trials. Dr. Lieutenant Colonel Sibu Shashidharan. If anybody is there, you can come and take the certificate. Dr. Lieutenant Colonel Harpreet Singh. Best Case Presentation. Best Case Report. Dr. Darshana Kumar Manubai Raval. So Best Reviewer, Dr. Anupama Vaijay. Dr. Prashant B. Best Reviewer. Prashant. Best chapter ಹೋಗೋಣ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಓದ್ಬಿಡಿ. ಮೂರು ಜನ best chapter. The best chapter award goes to Mysore chapter. Anybody from Mysore?
So this award is being instituted since last 4 years. When Dr. Rajshekar was the chairman, API Karnataka chapter, he started awarding the best district chapters. So 2 awards we are giving every year. Probably one the large branch like Dr. Mysore, and another to encourage another small branch. And we congratulate API Mysore for getting the best district chapter award. I think they had done a lot of work, CMEs and as well as program. Among the smaller branch and upcoming who have done a lot of work is API Koppal branch, They have also got the Best District Branch Award. I request members of API Koppal, if they are there, to come over the stage and receive the prize. Now we move on to the important part of the program. Every year, APA Karnataka chapter honors 3 senior physicians who have done exemplary work in their field as well as contributed immensely to APA Karnataka chapter. And this year also, the executive committee has selected 3 senior physicians, and we request the dignitaries on dais to please come up and felicitate the 3 senior physicians. First, I request Dr. A. Shivaramakrishna from SHIMOGGA to please come over the stage to receive the honor. Sir was born in 1950, Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh. MBBS from Government Medical College, Kurnool. MD from Government Medical College, Kurnool, and DM Neurology from Nimans, Bangalore. His academic achievements include gold medals in pathology, surgery, and OBG. Professionally, he is practicing at SHIMOGGA from 1985 and worked as visiting professor of Adichinchikiri Medical College, Belloor for 3 years. He has co-authored several papers on febrile seizures, post-AR neurological complications of CVT, and a comparative analysis of ambulatory blood pressure. Characteristics of acute stroke and non-stroke patients in BPMJ in 2023. He has presented several papers in API conference at Davangere, delivered IMA oration lecture at State IMA conference in Shivamogga, delivered guest lectures at various IMA branches, and written a book, Medulina Kailegalu Badalagabeku Jana. Past Secretary of IMA Shivamogga, past President Rotary Club Shivamogga, founder Rotary Diabetic Self-Care Foundation, President Indian Epilepsy Association Shivamogga, President SAHYADRI Neuropsychiatric Association. It's indeed our honor to felicitate Dr. A. Shivaramakrishna.
I profoundly thank the APA for honoring me on this occasion. I have gone through the life. I'm really thankful for the APA branch for this. I don't think I've done anything extraordinary, but I am very grateful for the affection shown by the medical colleagues, my friends, and my patients. I continue to serve the patients and the public as long as my body permits. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. R.P. Buden to please come over the stage to receive the honor. Sir, born in 1954, he did his MBBS from 1971 from JJM Medical College, Davangere, University of Mysore. MD Medicine in 1981 from JJM Medical College, again, University of Mysore. He underwent cardiology training at St. Luke's, Texas Heart Institute, Houston in 1995, and St. Vincent Hospital, Portland, from Oregon, USA. Professional society membership. He is a life member of IMA, life membership of API Central, and Cardiological Society of India. He has also done Indian Railway Health Services through UPSC. He has held several positions, including consultant physicians at various railway hospitals, Central Hospital, New Delhi, Baikula Hospital, Mumbai, and Trivandrum. Post-retirement, he worked as faculty of medicine at Bowring and Lady Curzon Hospital, Bengaluru, and as a special assignment worked as personal physician to Honorable Minister for Railways, Government of India from 91 to 96. On duty and training had visited UK, France, Brazil, Japan and Malaysia, and he is a polyglot with several languages. Organizational experience at API, he is a life member as well as organized the 17th annual conference of Railway Chapter of API 2017 at Hubballi.
Thank you. Professor Dr. Shivamakrishnan has already thanked everyone, and I just want to second whatever he said. Thanks. I would like to particularly of Karnataka chapter of Association of Physicians of India and all the office bearers, and of course today's special guests, our Professor Dr. Manjunath, Professor Dr. All India Presidents also, and our chairman, Dr. Mahalingappa, and all the office bearers. I would like to thank again. And also I would like to thank all of my teachers from Davangere Medical College as well as all other colleges, and my students and my patients and everyone. Thank you.
Now it's my pleasure to call upon Dr. B.S. Nagaraja to receive the honors. Dr. Nagaraja B.S. is one of the distinguished physicians in the field of internal medicine with over 3 decades of experience teaching, research, clinical practice, and medical advice. He currently serves as professor and head of the Department of General Medicine at Bangalore Medical College and Research Institute. Born in 1966 in Daggamalu village, Chitradurga district, to late Shri Sharanappa and late Srimati Rudrama. He has studied his high school and PU at Tirthalli, Shimogga district, so I think it's quite befitting to receive here. Dr. Nagaraja began his teaching career at Ambedkar Medical College, later joined Bangalore Medical College and rose to the position of Professor of Medicine. He also served as in the Karnataka Institute of Diabetology. He has served as the first principal of Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee Medical College Research Institute from January 20 to April 24. He has also held several prestigious positions as Dean of the Medical Faculty of Rajiv Gandhi University from 22 to 24. An accomplished researcher and teacher, he has published numerous research articles and case studies, and he has presented several orations, including the Dr. T.B. Basavarajendra Memorial Oration. He has guided over 50 postgraduates and served as principal investigator for dengue research project funded by Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Health Sciences. During the COVID-19, he has led the medical management team at Bowring and Lady Hospital, demonstrating exceptional commitment to patient care and public health. It's indeed our honor to felicitate him.
On behalf of myself and also other 2 senior physicians who are felicitated today, I am extremely grateful to API Karnataka chapter and its office bearers for honoring all 3 of us. Thank you very much. And also, at this stage, I want to remember my parents as well as my teachers who are in the audience, Professor Chandrasekhar, Dr. Vasanta Kamath, and all other colleagues. Thank you very much.
Congratulations to all the awards. each bringing a wealth of experience, leadership, and an inspiration to our gathering. I first request Dr. Jyotirmay Pal, past President, Association of Physicians of India, to kindly address the gathering.
Professor G. Narasimhalu, President API, Professor C.N. Manjunath, Padma Shri Awardee, MP and Chief Guest of today's program, Dr. B. Mahalingam, Chairman API Karnataka Chapter, and all the dignitaries in the dais, delegates, faculties, students, ladies and gentlemen. It is really my pleasure to be present in the inaugural function of KAPICON, the annual conference of Karnataka API State Chapter. Whenever I get invitation from Karnataka API, I hardly refuse. There are some reasons. In last few years, when I travel across India as a dean, then president-elect, then president, I have observed the activity, keenly observed the activity of different states. But truly speaking, the activity of Karnataka API is something different. Similar I have seen, even not in my state, definitely Assam also can get appreciation from the central leadership for activity. But you can ask why. Why? It is not that I am present here, so I am appreciating. I have seen, if you give any conference, you see faculties come 5 minutes before their lecture, leave the station just 5 minutes after their lecture. But in Karnataka, for last couple of years I am coming, all the senior professor faculties, they are always present in the auditorium as a delegate and participate in the discussion. That is more important. Giving a lecture, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it is not important. But taking part in the discussion, giving inputs, that is more important than what I feel than delivering a lecture. API from its inception, 1944, doing a great job with the basic three motto, medical education, one is publication, another is the research. Now we have one journal, now we have a second journal. The second issue of API case JCR, there is a journal of case report recently published, and very few journal of the world have a case report editions, and the API is one of them as a case report. Only this is based on the case report, case series, and the case discussion. We have started this journal from the last month of November. I request all the student teachers to contribute generously. You submit your article, because our research material is not may not be as far as the Western world because lack of infrastructure resource. But we have a treasure of good academic cases. Another aspect I want to highlight that truly speaking, when I worked as organizing secretary in Calcutta as a president, dean, and to save our ATG 12A, many times we get a comment that was published on the paper also, comment from the income tax authority, comment from the different high court judge. They do not consider our conferences, our activity as a activity as a benevolent activity. They many times income tax authority, charitable commissioner commented it is your commercial activity because involvement of the lot of farmers. But this perception may not be 100% true. Again, it's not 100% false. But issue is, even if we think we are doing the right job, perception, even if there is 1% wrong in the society, it is our duty to change the perception. That is why last year, by doing the constitution amendment in Patla, along with the 3 M7 objective, we included another M7 objective of the API, that is the public health and benevolent activity. This is the 4th aim and objective of API. So across the country, I am requesting and also make a new committee on the public health. Till now, I am heading as a chairman. I request all the state and city branches, whatever saving you will do out of the conference, at least 50% you spend in different public awareness program, public benevolent activity, even you help the people when they are in distress, maybe in flood, maybe in big fair or in the crisis of the people. Because this activity, when we are treating patient, this is not visible to the people. But when we are this activity, it is more focused in the media, and this activity is more visible. And through this activity, we can change the perception of the people. So that is why I also observed that Karnataka API is doing lot of benevolent activity. I heard from my friend Dr. Ravi Kirti, you are running a lot of immunization clinic. That is very important because adult immunization awareness and campaigning is not so good. So you first have started these things. So I request we have a different health days, hypertension day, diabetic day, all are coming. And also we are taking different public health research project through which you reach directly to the poor of the poor people and give the awareness of the people about how we can prevent the disease and make API stronger and one of the most remarkable and renowned society of India. That is why first and foremost thing is you join and what the many students are there, you during on PGship, you join in API, make API stronger. And lastly, I will finish with the quote of Swami Vivekananda that all power is within yourself. You can do anything and everything. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. Your words carry a wisdom of lifetime in medicine. And now I request the organizing committee of KAPICON 2026 to please felicitate Dr. Jyotirmoy Pal, sir. Thank you. I now request Dr. Virupakshappa V, Director cum Dean, SHIMOGGA Institute of Medical Sciences, to kindly address the gathering. I now request Dr. Nandini Chatterjee, Editor-in-Chief, Journal of the Association of Physicians of India, to kindly address the gathering.
Respected President API, Dr. G. Narsimulu, sir, Professor C.N. Manjunath, Padma Shri awardee and Member of Parliament and our Chief Guest, Chairman API Karnataka, Dr. B. Mahalingappa, all the dignitaries on stage and off stage, and all my beloved students here, a very good evening. Actually, I am quite overwhelmed by the warmth and respect that API Karnataka has bestowed upon me. API is a huge organization which spans throughout the length and breadth of the nation. However, it is in recent times that inclusivity has become an important aspect of API. In previous years, we have not seen so much of interactions between the South, the North, the East, and the West, which is a very welcome sign for an organization. When I look upon the audience, I see many white aprons. They are our future, the youngsters. And API can become greater and stronger when young blood gets incorporated, gets inspired by the organization. So it is our dream the dream of myself and my mentors that young people come forward and join the organization, they participate actively, they start writing, they document their experiences. I represent the journal of the API, and I welcome any writing that will come from our members. Medical science is progressing every day. However, if we do not document our wisdom, our experience, all will be lost. So, today, when the young ones are sitting here for the inauguration, which in itself is a rare sight, as Dr. Jyotirmoy Pal was saying, that in inauguration usually only the first 2 rows are filled up in many of the states. I say that let API grow stronger, let more people get incorporated, let it be inclusive, let it honor everybody. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Your address has reminded every physician in the room of the power of knowledge, publication, and academic excellence. I now request the organizing committee of KAPICON 2026 to please felicitate Dr. Nandini Chatterjee, ma'am. Thank you. May I now request Dr. G. Narasimhalu, President, Association Physicians of India, to address the gathering.
Good evening, my friends. Professor Dr. Manjunath, Honorable Member of the Parliament, Government of India, Dr. Malingappa, Chairman of Karnataka API, Dr. Jyotirmoy Pal, Immediate Past President, Dr. Nandini, Editor-in-Chief of JAPI, and my other governing body members, our Vice President, Dr. Ravi Kirti, governing body member, Dr. Sangram, Faculty Council members, Suresh, and Srinivas Murthy, governing body members, and all the members of Dr. Ramesh, incoming chairman, and organizing secretary, and other committee members, and all office bearers of Karnataka API. I am so proud, privileged to come to SHIVAMOGGA. First time I'm coming, I read about SHIVAMOGGA when I was the 5th or 6th standard. I remember SHIVAMOGGA, SHIVAMOGGA. Why they are substantiating by author? It is surrounded by SAHYADRI hills, second highest hills of India, which gives a genesis of important southern rivers. Narmada, Kaveri, Krishna, Tungabhadra, and Godavari. All rivers flows through Karnataka, except Godavari, which touches the border of the Karnataka. Still, all of you know that Karnataka has the rights on Godavari River because it is agreement at the time of a state partition. Like Manjunath should be knowing this. Bidar area and Hyderabad, Karnataka has a right on the Godavari River, but we are not getting benefit on that. So such a poised rivers are flowing through Karnataka. And when I coming from airport to hotel here, how beautiful city was. I really enjoyed skiing. And ನನ್ನ ವಂದನೆಗಳು ಈ ಮಲೆನಾಡು ಏರಿಯಾ Shimogga is almost a capital of Malnad area. And for people of Malnad area, they are hardworking, they are handsome, they are beautiful, they are honest. So I am fortunate to come to Shimogga and Jogpal. And one more important, there is only one Atmalinga of Lord Shiva. All the Jyotirlingas are lingas installed by Lord Rama. Only one Atmalinga, there is Gokarna. So how fortunate this area is to have a Shiva's blessings. My compliment to you. Having said this, As a president of API, I want to say our colleague, Dr. Manjunath is part of the API member, now he is an honorary member. Sir, API is doing a lot of activity. We have started in 1944 and Karnataka API started somewhere in 1983-84. I think this is a 43rd conference. As the Karnataka is concerned, we cannot forget Dr. Parameshwara, Dr. Shadaksharappa, Dr. Maya, and the Ramarao, who all contributed. Now, presently, young generation, young herd contributing a lot for Karnataka. Karnataka, very vibrant state branch since 1944. It is one of the earliest states to get activated to make the state body. Whereas Andhra, we started somewhere 2002. I started it when I was a governing body members. API had a lot to do with this. We give all API members free journal at lifetime. And we encourage them to write monograms in the part of ICP. We do a lot of benevolent activity like free clinics. And we encourage postgraduates, young physicians to write papers and train them for research. And do a lot of charitable academic activity. Both members are both from government and non-government organizations. Some of our members are abroad also. We all work together under one umbrella. Some people feel we do conference, enjoy like that. Hardly we enjoy that. It is once in a year, we meet under one umbrella to exchange, update ourselves and serve our patient better. However, a country as a country, we are much better today compared to before freedom. See, my grandfather, my father telling, when plague or cholera comes, whole village gets vanished. Not a single person used to live in that. Now that's a phenomenon not there. Hardly a cholera can take epidemic or pandemic state. Even recently, this corona pandemic, how our Prime Minister Modi addressed it. Every one of us is getting upset. He will never get upset. You are calmly addressing issue. India is one of the country minimum casualties. Our thanks to Government of India and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, effectively curtailing the COVID. And also I want to say you, the Pfizer, one company, when I asked vaccine, they wanted to pledge our parliament. Our Prime Minister said, let all Indians die, we are not going to pledge. It is the prestige and reputation of country to pledge any parliament. And within 6 months, the 5 vaccines which are produced by India was much superior to AstraZeneca and Pfizer. We have a strength. We have to recognize. And we have to stand in the world that we are second to none. For that, API is doing a lot of work. We have PRF. We do a lot of research. We have to go, however, we should know our weakness. We are very weak in basic research. And it is basically a full-time work. Most of our clinicians part-time research we do. So we should become facilitating the government to understand us. What is the need of society for healthcare is concerned. Just blaming government, not doing government, go, who is the government? Where is the government? Where is the part of the government? So all of you, all of us, should do work in tandem and cohesion with the state governments, district management and national government, take services of Dr. Manjunath. They are very loud to help us, very calm going, very soft. I am not seeing getting any emotion or angry. He is a replica of Prime Minister Modi. I am very jealous of your affectionate love, sir. Kindly tell me what is the technique. Kindly understand our API ideology. Not only the API, so many other rheumatology association, cardiology, all are working, all our branches suffer. We have gone a lot in the healthcare and medical education, but still a lot to be done. A lot to be done. See, most of the basic science we take from the Western countries, like USA or European countries. We have a strength. We have a concept. We should go ahead of Western countries in not only medical, all other fields, and we should become number one in the world in the healthcare and implementing a peace process, everything. For that, all of us to work on this. And every district has a good number of clinicians who are not members of it. Appeal to them. By becoming member of API, you are not losing anything. You get lot of benefits from API. What is the benefits? You only can felt. It cannot be told. It cannot be explained. You become API member and you get journal. You come to conference. Because of conference, Basanagowda become a very close friend of mine. If API is not there, Basanagowda is in Mysore, I am in Hyderabad. Even though I am in Hyderabad, my genes are from Karnataka. I hail from a village called Gormitkal in Yadgiri district, newly created Yadgiri district. When I was a student, we used to read in 19 districts. Today we are 27 districts. So Karnataka has improved a lot along with other states, but still we have to improve a lot. Like Manjunath going to represent API indirectly in the parliament, in government regulatory making. Sir, I have one appeal. Sir, in USA, American Medical Association is advisory body of to the president and government of America. We don't want anything for our sake. We want everything for our country's sake only. For policy decisions, kindly involve the experts in the Association of Physicians of India, rest of other bodies. Like one feeling, I am right or wrong, I don't know. One medical college, every district place government planning. What is the advice? We have to plan medical college according to the need of the society rather than giving one MLA, one medical college, one MP, one medical college, one district medical college. See, just to calculate the permutation combination, one medical college we have to 100 and 150 seats. One district there are roughly 10 districts, 10 talukas, each taluka 3 PSCs. At the time, in each district there are 30 PSCs. Require 100 to 150 medical officers. First 1 or 2 batches we are going to saturate all primary centers. What to do next batches? See, like what happened in engineering students, some are working as a receptionist, some are auto driver, ambulance driver. Don't bring down to medical profession to that level, sir. How many you will require that much medical colleges, that much doctors to be planned on this? Kindly, I request our government of India, through Manjunath, our Honorable Prime Minister, is very visionary, no doubt, but somebody has to make him know. So, health services need to be improved a lot in number and the quality also. Today, quality very much bad because medical education become a commercial, medical services become commercial. It pains us. See, in the corporate hospital, patients say that doctors are looting money. Doctors are not looting money, it's management looting money. A bill comes to nearly 10 lakhs. What is the fees of Ravi Kirti? Hardly 2,000, 5,000. What is my fees? Not 5,000. So we are getting blamed for no mistake of us. Government should understand this. How to regulate it totally, we'll support, we'll guide. Kindly implement the medical services. See, I feel security, health, education should be free for all. Remaining all, they have to buy it. That system has to come up. For this, UK the best system. Next, USA, the health insurance system, they are also giving a fairly great free health services. UK, the government takes care of complete health. Here, we have to spend money from our personal savings or go to government hospital where the situation is number of manpower available, number of patients not matching. In the private sector, not matching the amount of service and amount of bill is not matching. So a lot of mismatch is there. I after retiring from Nizam's Medical Center, I worked in one of the corporate hospitals. It was very hard for me. So one day I told, sir, it is not my cup of tea, I want to quit. So I was not able to give a free treatment to a single person also. Only my fees I can waive off. Poor person coming from villages, and it is so embarrassing. I used to waive off my fees, but all the charges, CBPS are nearly 1,000 rupees, everything. Simple rheumatoid investigation is costing 10 to 15,000. And hardly in the Nizam Medical Center, we should charge 300 or 400 rupees. So patient not afford. So we should not deny care to anybody. Within their affordability, we have to treat it. Even see and humanity, a person who is going to be hanged to death, he has a disease, we cannot hang him till his disease is treated. That is the concept of humanity. That is practiced every country. But here what's happening, somebody has a disease and they can't afford. sometimes become hard to help. Now, individually, I'm doing some charity. I have started a foundation. I only put money of my own personal money in that. I don't take donations. Within that, I am able to do something. But I was able to do in Nizam Medical Sciences. Here, whenever patient is free, I used to meet Health Minister CM. I don't know how the affection, whichever the government may be. Whenever asking, sir, this patient cannot have, we have to do free. How much it costs? Whatever I ask, they used to see. And our senior, my colleague, Dr. Rajshekar Reddy, no more, late CM, he took a concept of free treatment. Raju Aragya started. Good success event. Later got diluted. So free health care for all should be concept of all of us, both government and non-government organizations. I request Dr. Manjunath kindly take this ideology, see that somewhere we go in that path. And as per API's concern, it is serving in that ideology. I want to appeal my press friends. The conference, annual conference we do at national level, at state level, and various meetings at city branches. We don't enjoy there. We learn it. We make the people to learn, and we also learn it. And it's totally academic. And we do a lot of benevolent activity in Hyderabad, API Hyderabad chapter, free clinic for all. We give medicines, we give investigation, free consultation. And many other city branches we are doing. In Karnataka also some of the people they are doing. I think Gulbarga they are doing, Sangram should know. Bengaluru also they are doing. So we do a lot of charitable benevolent activity. And money is not a priority in API or any professional organization. We want to serve all till our last breath. Help ever, hurt never. This is the concept of API. We continue on that academically and scientifically. Thank you all. Long live API, long live API.
Thank you, sir. Your words this evening truly reflect the spirit of medical fraternity. Before we hear from our distinguished chief guest, we have a very special introduction. It is a tradition as old as great conferences that a chief guest of such stature deserves to be introduced by someone who truly knows the measure of the man. I invite Dr. Mahesh Murthy BR, Treasurer, KAPICON 2026, to kindly introduce our chief guest this evening.
Good evening all. My teacher, Professor Dr. C.N. Manjunath, is an internationally renowned cardiologist, former director of Sri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences and Research, currently the Member of Parliament from Bangalore Rural Constituency. He completed his MBBS from Mysore Medical College, MD from Bangalore Medical College, DM Cardiology from Manipal University. Under his visionary leadership, Jayadeva Hospital expanded from 330-bed hospital to over 2,000 beds, emerging as one of the Southeast Asia's largest cardiac care centers and earning recognition as Center of Excellence from European Society of Cardiology. His inspiring philosophy, treatment first, payment next, has brought affordable and quality cardiac care to lakhs of poor and needy patients. He still dedicates 2 days in a week for patients and attends many cardiac conferences, being a member of parliament. A pioneer in interventional cardiology, Dr. Manjunath has performed thousands of life-saving cardiac procedures, introduced internationally recognized innovations such as Manjunath's technique, Manjunath's classification in rheumatic heart disease and PTMC, and authored more than 400 scientific publications. For his extraordinary service to medicine and humanity, he has been honored with prestigious Padma Shri, Rajyotsava Award, Nadoza Award, and several Lifetime Achievement Awards. He remains a true symbol of excellence, compassion, and visionary leadership in Indian healthcare. Sir, your life and work continue to inspire generations of doctors and students across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm and respectful welcome to Professor C.N. Manjunath, sir. Thank you.
API President.
American of Princess. And otherwise, we have really struggled to get audience for the inauguration. They would have exhausted, and many a time we have got outstanding audience. Outstanding audience means they will be standing outside, and probably less will be inside. Okay, this is like a part. See, when we were entering this medical college auditorium, the medical students demonstrated just a live demonstration of CPR, cardiopulmonary. Then they followed up with a very exotic dance. In my opinion, the dance should have been first, then the CPR should have been later, because those are the type of dances result needs a CPR, and because of unaccustomed exercise, many a time we have seen many people because of unaccustomed heavy exercise can cause coronary artery spasm, dissection, and even a sudden cardiac death if they have some hidden cardiac problem. So let apart, in fact, today we are in an era of explosion of technology. On one side there is explosion of technology, on the other side very aggressive marketing forces. So between this explosion of technology and aggressive marketing forces, we, both physicians as well as patients, are sandwiched. I think this is where our clinical wisdom will come into the picture. Of course, they were reading my biodata that yes, during my tenure as Jayadeva Institute of Cardiology Director, we have treated close to 75 lakh outpatients and conducted 8 lakh operations, angiogram, angioplasty, open heart surgery. But believe me, not even one patient was sent back for the sake of money or for the sake of any records. So I think this is where you should have sympathy, you should have empathy, you should have compassion. That is the nobility of the profession. You should have sympathy, you should have empathy. Of course, today we have a lot of systems. India, you have allopathy, we have naturopathy, we have homeopathy. But whatever it is, sympathy is very, very important. This pati is most important. So in these days of explosion of technology and aggressive marketing forces, Dr. G. Narasimhalu did touch upon some of the points. Yes, there is mushrooming of medical colleges. This issue we have already, I spoke at length in the parliament already regarding the quality of medical education. Today, if you, of course, there is, we are seeing multiple epidemics. Epidemic of lifestyle diseases, and also we have seeing epidemic of technology-driven diseases, what you call screen addiction and loneliness. Not that they are alone. Amidst a lot of people, they are still alone. So that is a new disease emerging. Third is an epidemic of antimicrobial antibiotic resistance. Antimicrobial, because this is where physician's role come into picture, the family physician role come into picture today. Because 65% of deaths in India is due to these non-communicable diseases. That is heart attack, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, of course you are well aware, hypertension, stroke, cancer, all those things. Now chronic kidney disease is being added as a non-communicable diseases for screening, because we all know diabetes and hypertension are the two important risk factors for chronic kidney disease. Now another interesting disease that is being added to the lifestyle disease is fatty liver. Of course, alcohol is, in fact, fatty liver is trying to take over alcoholic liver disease. So fatty liver, of course, grade 1. I think all these investigations are also creating new problems and new diseases. Somebody does an echocardiogram, trivial MR, trivial PR. Those are all physiological. And grade 1 fatty liver. So I was traveling with one of the very big industrialist a couple of weeks back. He was telling me, no, my wife is having cirrhosis of liver. Then I was asking so many questions. How is she? Is she moving around? Is there any this thing and all? No, she's absolutely fit and fine. And she walks, she jogs and all those things. Then I said, can you just show me the report? Then ultrasound report he showed me in the aircraft. It is grade 1 fatty liver. That is being branded as cirrhosis. So I think today, despite explosion of technology, we have various gadgets. This is where we need to reach out to our younger generations of physicians, and this is where, unfortunately, I'm very sorry to say, in all disciplines of medicine and surgery, the clinical teaching has taken a backseat. There's no question about it. See, we are seeing here first generation teachers, or first generation to second generation teachers. Now the third generation teachers, no. I think at least they are brilliant in the examinations, whether it is MD medicine or DM in various specialty, but they don't carry on the teaching when once they start practicing. So I think even asking a question is also a teaching, not necessarily this thing. I think clinical teaching has taken a backseat. As a result, the quality of doctors we are producing in all disciplines is coming down. Yes, Dr. Narasimhalu was telling, today in India, there are 825 medical colleges and some more in the pipeline. And number of MBBS seats, 1,22,000. Another 20,000 is coming from Philippines, Russia, China, Georgia, and also Kazakhstan, all those things. In fact, they're all, I think, 1,22,000 MBBS seats, about 80 to 90,000 postgraduate seats. So at this point of time, India has about 16,000 allopathic doctors. 16,000 allopathic doctors and 16 lakhs allopathic doctors and 5 lakhs Ayush doctors. Going by this trend, by 2030, there will be a massive unemployment of the doctors in India, I think we have to really think about it. We are trying to raise this issue as a member of the parliament. I'm also a member of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Health. I did speak at length in the parliament about this. It is today what India needs. What India needs is not more and more of medical colleges. What India needs is in tier 2 cities, in tier 3 cities, well-equipped, well-managed, well-staffed, good hospitals. That is where India needs. So you may be wondering, still there is shortage of doctors in rural areas. Primary health center doesn't have a doctor. Community health center doesn't have a doctor. General hospital in Taluk do not have sufficient. There is no shortage of doctors. There is shortage of recruitment process. There is a shortage of recruitment process, and this is where both Government of India as well as state government have to put in some extra additional budgetary allocation to the health and education. This is very, very important because we need, so in fact I suggested to the health committee that has gone as a recommendation, MBBS doctors who work in village hospitals, MBBS doctors, so if they work in village hospital and when they appear for NEET PG examination, some additional mark should be given. That is the way you can inspire and motivate the MBBS doctors to work in taluk hospitals or village hospital. That is one. Second, certainly we need to enhance the salary of the doctors. What is this? See, today, this is what is happening in many places. You have more degrees, less earning. If you have less degrees, more earning. Or no degrees, highest earning. So this is what is happening in the scenario. So certainly this another important thing I wanted to drive home the point, it should be an antegrade approach. Our diagnosis should be antegrade, but unfortunately it is retrograde now. What is antegrade? Antegrade, make a provisional diagnosis, whatever it is. Then based on the provisional diagnosis, you work out with investigations, imaging or whatever it is. Now you ask, even without touching the patient, you ask for plethora of investigations, then coming to a diagnosis or no diagnosis. I think it should be a patient-centric approach rather than investigational or laboratory-centric approach. This is where we need, see, you talk about, in fact I have seen, although I am a member of the parliament, only I am a member of the parliament only for 2 years. So till then I am very active. Even now, 2 days in Bangalore, whenever I am there, I still practice cardiology, and here and there we conduct some interventions also. So I think that love and compassion, passion for the profession is very important. There's a very popular saying, you salute your work, you need not salute anybody. If you pollute your work, then you have to salute a lot of people. I think this happens in this thing. If somebody is saluting you repeatedly, same day, 10 times, they are the most dangerous people. They are the most dangerous people. This happens before examination. In fact, one of our professor in Mysore Medical College, anatomy professor, used to, it's a great teacher. We should be thankful to all of them. If some student is repeatedly saluting him, used to ask, are you a refresher? How many times you have failed? So I think it should come by heart. It should come by act. So there has to be a consistency between your actions and your words. That's very, very important. So it's not enough how many degrees you got, how many accolades you had, how many awards you had. That is not important. So what is most important is your work or your degrees, your education. So has brought how many smiles on the sufferings of the people, and in how many houses it has lighted their lives. So that is most important. So this antegrade approach, we have to train our younger generation for antegrade approach. That is, make a provisional. See, I think earlier we used to enjoy making a diagnosis. You make a diagnosis, if it is confirmed on investigation, see, on that day, there used to be some sort of a charm on your face. So you are bright, and it used to be a campus news. In fact, I can just recall, I'm not, because in second year MD medicine, I was presenting a case. My diagnosis was Epstein anomaly of the tricuspid valve. My God, on that day, I had to cry many a times because I was blasted by the teachers, blasted. How can you make a diagnosis of Epstein? You people think all those things, out of the world, out of the box thing, diagnosis. So, and everybody was looking, I was scared. Then I decided I think I should not make all those because we are hearing multiple sounds, some scratchy murmur. So we have, then at that time, Bangalore did not have this echocardiography. There was one M-mode echocardiography. Dr. D. Chennai was the founder director. Then that patient was sent to Vellore, diagnosis confirmed as Epstein anomaly of the tricuspid valve. So I think this is where we have to really, I think the clinical medicine is an art actually. It is an art. I have seen many of the great teachers, clinicians are here. Baswan Gowda is here. Then our Rajshekhar is here. And Sangram is here. Premnath here. I think because very important, you may be having plenty of this thing. 4 T's are important even today. 4 T's. What are those 4 T's? Talk, touch, treat. If you do these 3 T's properly, then the trust factor will come. So in operation theaters, we have what is called no-touch method. You are not supposed to touch. Only the primary operator used to touch the patient. All others should not touch the patient. So physicians are developing a non-touch method, which is really bad. They are not touching the patient. Because who is a good physician? Who is an ordinary physician? In my opinion, ordinary physician is one who just treats the disease. A good physician treats the patient. Because patient, in addition to the disease, has emotions, many unanswered questions. This is where probably we have to, so definitely there is going to be a lot of competition in years to come. And 3 things you should always keep it in mind. These 3 things are very important. Decision making is more important than incisions. Decision making is more important than interventions, particularly for the younger generation of physicians or other, whether it is radiologist, cardiologist, neurologist, nephrologist, whatever it is. So decision making is more important than incisions. Decision making is more important than interventions. Finally, treatment should not be more harmful than the disease. Many a time it has happened. So just moderate lesions, moderate degree of diseases, they don't really require interventions. They've undergone interventions or surgical procedure, they have landed up in a problem. You ask, how are you? Sir, I was walking 6 kilometers before surgery. Now I can walk only 1 kilometer. So that was not a correct decision. So timing of a procedure is very important. It should not be too early and it should not be too late. The optimal timing is extremely important. Another important thing I wanted to really, because the physicians have to play a very important role in managing medical emergencies, particularly acute myocardial infarction and brain stroke. It is not the domain of the cardiologist to provide an initial treatment of thrombolysis. It is, okay, if cardiologist is there, fine. Even if, because today what is happening, 3 million deaths are happening due to heart attack and brain stroke. 3 million deaths are happening, 30 lakhs, and 35% of heart attack is below 40 years of age. In our own study, 35% is below 40 years, starting from 19 years to this thing, and 25% do not have any conventional risk factors. So do not, of course, now issue is coming, why they are happening, because climate change, air pollution is considered to be a new emerging risk factor. Air pollution is considered to be a new tobacco. Air pollution is considered to be a new form of smoking. And stress is also a very important factor. I will not get into that because about 4 years back, when I was a part of this program, actually, we have introduced what is called hub and spoke model of STEMI program in Karnataka for heart attack patients. So now it has been rolled out as, in fact, on the other day I visited Uttar Pradesh. In 51 districts of Uttar Pradesh, heart attack management program because we have to take heart attack and brain stroke management to the doorsteps of a taluk hospital. Then only we can bring down the mortality and morbidity. I am glad some of the physicians are giving thrombolytic. Don't bother about angioplasty and stenting, because if it is going to take time, if it's in a big city, next door, angioplasty procedures are available, it's fine, they can directly go. Otherwise, if they are living in a smaller town to reach a bigger town, because we need to give treatment within the golden hours, both heart attack as well as brain stroke. Very important. For every 30 minutes of delay in initiating treatment for heart attack, risk of death increases by 7%. After introducing this hub and spoke model of heart attack management in Karnataka, now the death rate, which was 25% in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities, has come down to 8%. So many lives have been saved. So under this model, in fact, on the other day I was talking with the health minister, now it is going to be expanded to all 230 taluks in Karnataka. This heart attack, this is where physicians in empaneled hospital or in government hospital don't, and the good thing is we are not giving streptokinase, we are giving tenecteplase, which is 15,000 rupees given free of cost. In fact, I have convinced even the Health Committee, Government of India, to bear this cost under National Health Program. So now, because this, and brain stroke also, see this hemiplegia, I think that residual deficit is a misery for the patient and for the family. Now, same tenecteplase, if you give for all ischemic stroke, they recover like hypoglycemic patients. Many a time we have seen. So I think this is where there are some inertia among physicians in government hospitals. I don't know whether that inertia is still there. No. We don't have cardiologists. How can we treat heart attack? No. I think thrombolytic treatment need not be done by a cardiologist, because the golden hours we are missing. It should be done by a physician. Then only we can really bring down the mortality. Another thing I wanted to bring to your notice, we have a very big organ transplantation program. Kidney, liver, heart, lungs. I just, about 6 months back, I persuaded the government. Now bone marrow transplantation is included under organ transplantation for the BPL patient free of cost now, Government of Karnataka. So any BPL empaneled hospital can make use of this bone marrow transplantation. This is one of the things we have done. Another thing. So I will not take much of time. I just wanted to bring to your notice another important issue, the rabies. I think in India, a lot of discussions, even the Supreme Court has given a verdict. This we have brought it to the notice of the Health Committee. Chairman has agreed. Probably what is happening today, you look at the dog bites, children being eaten away, day in and day out we are seeing. Elderly people are attacked, and not only they are going to bite, they are also main source of some accidents also. They chase the two-wheelers. So in India, I think because physician's role is very important, that's the reason I am talking about rabies, is also a very important thing. So about, if you look at the burden of dog bites, in India it's about 37, according to one report, 37 lakh dog bites are occurring every year in India. Almost 10,000 every day, dog bites. And number of deaths, rabies death, is around 10 to 15,000. In Karnataka itself, I think for 6 months, 24 so-called rabies death has taken place. And I think this is where we have to really sensitize, because if we look at the data on the stray dogs, 1.5 crore stray dogs are in India. Census has to be done. Now we are doing census for the people. There is a need to do a census for the street dogs. 1.5 crore street dogs and 20 lakhs pet dogs. It is the pet, see, pet dog owners are creating problem. See, government of, in fact, the Supreme Court did say, we have to provide, you have to keep these street dogs in a shelter and look after them nicely, have a humanitarian approach, feed them well. But again, the second bench turned down. Now what is happening? We have come back to square one. Because some celebrities say we will adopt some stray dogs. 1.5 crore, is it possible to adopt? Because these so-called celebrities who are having this pet dog, they have never walked on the street, they have never walked on the small streets, and they have not gone out of the car. So we have what is called ABC rule, ABC Act, Animal Birth Control Act. Animal Birth Control Act, what it says at this point of time, you have to catch hold of dogs from the street, vaccinate them, sterilize them, and finally, you have to leave them from the same spot where you have picked up. So they continue to bite there only. So this is where, in fact, I had a discussion with the Honorable Speaker of the Lok Sabha when he came to Bangalore. Sir, now time has come. We have to amend this ABC Act of dogs because we have to keep these ferocious dogs, street or stray dogs under the shelter. See, if a man kills a man, he is in jail. If a dog kills a man, where do you put this dog? See, we love animals. I think we have to, that is fine. But we have to take care of, I think even another important thing, just anti-rabies vaccine is not enough. The wound, if there is a significant wound, we have to really inject immunoglobulin into the wound. Many times there are anti-rabies vaccine failures are happening. Despite anti-rabies vaccine, couple of instances where rabies is still happening. So into the wound, we have to inject immunoglobulin. This is where I thought we should share my idea about these issues and all. So then coming to antibiotic, antimicrobial resistance is a burning problem. Really today nearly 40 to 60% of patients are dying because of antibiotic resistance. According to one literature, in India about 3 lakhs people are dying because of antibiotic resistance. This is because of self-medication, self-prescription, or maybe over-prescription. And also, there is, antibiotics are also coming from agricultural sources, from poultry sources also. Because what is happening, they use a lot of antibiotics for plants, they use a lot of antibiotics in the poultry, and that sewage, agricultural wastage drains into the your sewage, and that contaminates the soil. So antibiotic, that is the reason we should have an institution or a clinic, you would have an antibiotic policy, very, very important. You should not have a knee-jerk response, day 1, day 2, we should not start with very higher antibiotics. So antibiotic resistance is really a burning problem, and a lot of deaths are happening. And just because there is a resistance on the laboratory report to a particular antibiotic, when you use clinically, if it's an immunopotent patient, despite it is a resistant on the lab, still they respond. I think that opens up a lot of debate on that. So this is where, in my opinion, this emergence of super specialty has diluted the importance of physicians. In my opinion, internal medicine physicians are the backbone of our medical care, healthcare system. Because super specialists give a piecemeal diagnosis, maybe a piecemeal diagnosis. A comprehensive diagnosis can be given only by a physician. You should have an overall approach. This is very, very important. Certainly, we need to provide a quality care at an affordable cost. And I always keep telling that understand the financial background of the patient before evolving a strategy of treatment. You see how best you can give a quality care within the financial bracket. I will just give an example. You are traveling in an aircraft. First class is there, executive class, economic class. If there is an air crash, everybody will die. So you just, I think today what is happening, many a time we have seen prescriptions, our younger generation, family physician, they write more about HbA1c rather than HB. I think HB is so important. Just about 3 days back, CT angiogram normal. He has undergone angioplasty a couple of years back. Exertional breathlessness. CT angiogram is normal. Treadmill is positive. And somebody has suggested another angiogram. Then you check hemoglobin 8.7. So that 8.7 anemia is responsible for positive treadmill test. So I think this is where back to the basics is very, very important. So again, I emphasize 4 T's are very important: talk, touch, and treat. So I always enjoy talking to doctors. I think most important, we have to strengthen our bedside teaching and clinical teaching, have more of clinical teaching programs. Of course, nowadays we have a lot of video conferencing, a lot of case scenarios are there on your YouTubes and all, that's fine. But touch, because the physical touch gives a lot of reassurance to the doctor. Here is a doctor who strongly concerned me. I think physical touch, no, because even your artificial intelligence is one, cannot, I think, displace your physical touch. It cannot displace your sympathy, empathy. I think this is where we have to go. And I insisted in the parliament that immunotherapy drugs are very expensive. Then Honorable Finance Minister responded to our appeal, and 17 immunotherapy drugs have been exempted from customs duty in India. This thing, that is one of the things we have done. And also, I strongly believe we need to enhance the salary of our doctors in the rural area. That's the way. I think then only we can attract doctors. So, yes, we have a lot of young budding doctors sitting. They are going to be the torch bearers of medicine. And we are only talking about numbers, 1,20,000 MBBS. The quality is really going down. We have to improve the quality of training, quality of bedside training, quality of care. Quality is more important than quantity. I have some commandments for our next generation of doctors. Dedication is more important than designation. Sincerity is more important than seniority. Values are more important than valuables. Mindset is more important than marks. Efforts are more important than the results. Loyalty is more important than royalty. Progress is more important than perfection. Finally, proper work is more important than paperwork. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Every physician in this auditorium will carry your words long after they leave SHIMOGGA. We are deeply, deeply, deeply honored by your presence here tonight. It is now time to honor our esteemed guests. May I request the organizing committee to felicitate Dr. C.N. Manjunath, sir. I request everyone to give a standing ovation to Dr. C.N. Manjunath, sir. Thank you, sir, and thank you, everyone. Before we move forward, API Koppa branch has gathered here to collect the Best Branch Award, so I request them to come forward to collect the award. May we have a round of applause for them? Congratulations, awardees. I now have the honor and pleasure of inviting Dr. B. Mahalingappa, Chairman API Karnataka, to kindly address this distinguished gathering.
Respected Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. C.N. Manjunath, Member of the Parliament, Dr. Jyotirmay Pal, Past President API, Dr. G. Narasimlu, President API, and dignitaries on the dais and also in front of the dais. My dear colleagues, ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಸಂಘದ ವೈದ್ಯರೇ, ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳೇ, ಸಹ್ಯಾದ್ರಿಯ ಮಡಿಲಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಲೆಸಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಸಹ್ಯಾದ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ APIನಿಂದ ಆಯೋಜಿಸುತ್ತ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಕ ವೈದ್ಯ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುವ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿನಿಮಯ, ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಅನುಭವಗಳು, ಸೌಹಾರ್ದತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸೇವಾ ಮನೋಭಾವದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಒಗ್ಗೂಡಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನವು ನಮ್ಮ ವೃತ್ತಿಯ ಉನ್ನತಿಯನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗದ ಈ ಪವಿತ್ರ ನೆಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯದಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧವಲ್ಲ, 12ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲೇ ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆ ತಂದ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಾಜ ಸುಧಾರಕ ಮಹಾನ್ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಹುಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಿಸತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ಉಡಿತಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಿಸತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಕ್ಕ ಮಹಾದೇವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಳಗಾವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಲ್ಲಮ ಪ್ರಭು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆತ್ಮಶುದ್ಧಿ, ನಿಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ಸೇವೆ ಮತ್ತು ತಾತ್ವಿಕ ದೀಪಗಳನ್ನು ಹಚ್ಚುತ್ತಿವೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಈಗ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಹಾ ಹೇಳಿಕೆಗಳಿರುತ್ತವೆ. ಅಕ್ಕ ಮಹಾದೇವರ ಈ ವಚನ ನಡೆ ಶುಚಿ, ನುಡಿ ಶುಚಿ, ತನು ಶುಚಿ, ಮನಶುಚಿ, ಭಾವಶುಚಿ ಇಂತಿ ಪಂಚತೀರ್ಥಗಳನ್ನೊಳಗೊಂಡ ಮರ್ತದಲ್ಲಿನಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶರಣರ ತೋರಿ ಎನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳ ಮಲ್ಲಿಕಾರ್ಜುನ ಅಂತ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಮಗ್ರ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ವ್ಯಾಖ್ಯಾನದ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿದೆ. ವಿಶ್ವ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಭೌತಿಕ, ಮಾನಸಿಕ, ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಮತ್ತು ಆರೋಗ್ಯದ ಪರಿಕಲ್ಪನೆಯನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಇನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಮರ ವಚನಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ನೋಡುವ ಕಣ್ಣು ಶುದ್ಧವಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಲೋಕವೇ ಶುದ್ಧ ಅಂತ. If the vision is pure, the world appears pure. As physicians, our intention defines our intent. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಮ ಪ್ರಭುರ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ, ನೋಡಿದರೇನು, ಕೇಳಿದರೇನು, ಅರಿತಿಲ್ಲದೆಂದರೆ ಏನು ಫಲ. ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೇ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ C.N. ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ರವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನಿಮಗೆ ನೀವು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಯುವರ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕ್ಲಿನಿಕಲ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. What the use of seeing and hearing if you do not understand? We must not only see the disease and observe the symptoms, we must understand the patient, listen the suffering, and not only treat, but we must heal ಅಂತ. ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳು, ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕರು ಮತ್ತು ಸಹೋದ್ಯೋಗಿಗಳ ಸಹಯೋಗದಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ಯುವ ಸ್ನಾತಕೋತ್ತರ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಸಕ್ರಿಯ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುವಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಸಮೃದ್ಧಿಯಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದು ನಾನು ಭಾವಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಆಧುನಿಕ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ, ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸಾ ವಿಧಾನಗಳು, ಅನುಭವ ವಿನಿಮಯ ಇನ್ನಿತರ ಚರ್ಚಾಗೋಷ್ಠಿಯ ಮೂಲಕ ನಮ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ವಿಸ್ತರಿಸಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದಿಂದ ಬರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ಏನೆಂದರೆ, ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನ ರೋಗಿಯ ಉತ್ತಮ ಆರೈಕೆ, ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟದ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಮತ್ತು ಉತ್ತಮ ಫಲಿತಾಂಶ ತರುವ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಗ ರೂಪಿಸಲಿದೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಮತ್ತು ಹಿಂದುಳಿದ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವನ್ನು ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಬಲಪಡಿಸಲಿದೆ. So I commend the organizing team of SAHYADRI API for their dedication, meticulous planning, commitment to delivering high quality scientific program, addressing current advances, practical challenges, emerging trends in medicine, benefiting the clinician as well as postgraduates. ಅವರ ಶ್ರಮ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಈ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನವನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿಸುತ್ತದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಯಶಸ್ವಿಗೊಳಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. I believe that such gatherings we continue to uphold the spirit and strength of the API Karnataka. I encourage all delegates not only to actively participate, engage in discussion and make most of the opportunities and carry a memorable experience. ಇಂಥ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಮರ್ಶೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಯಾವ ದಿಕ್ಕಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಚಲಿಸುತ್ತೇವೆ, ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೇವೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಜನತೆಗಾಗಲಿ ಭಾರತದ ಜನತೆಗಾಗಲಿ ಏನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂಬುದು ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಏನು ಅದರ ಒಂದು ಬಾಳ್ವೆಯನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆದರೂ ಸುಧಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವೈದ್ಯಕೀಯ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬದುಕು ಸಾರ್ಥಕವಾಗದಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲ wishing a KAPICON a grand success. Long live API with warm regards. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your guidance has shaped the direction of API Karnataka, and your presence here is a moment we cherish deeply. We now arrive at the final segment of this evening's program. I request Dr. Prithvi BC, Organizing Secretary, KAPICON 2026, to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected Chief Guest Professor Dr. C.N. Manjunath Sir, distinguished dignitaries, dear delegates, colleagues and friends, a very good evening to all. It is my privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks for the inauguration ceremony of KAPICON 2026. First and foremost, I would like to sincerely thank our Chief Guest Professor Dr. C.N. Manjunath Sir for gracing this occasion. Sir, your presence and inspiring words have made this inauguration even more memorable for all of us. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. G. Narasimulu Sir, President of API India, for your valuable presence and encouragement. My sincere thanks to Dr. B. Mahalingappa Sir, Chairman of API Karnataka, for your continuous support and guidance. I also thank our guests of honor, Dr. Jyotirmay Pal Sir, Dr. Virupakshappa Sir, Dr. Nandini Chatterjee Ma'am. A special thanks to the office bearers of API Karnataka, Dr. B. Ramesh Sir, Dr. Mohan Kumar Sir, Dr. Vishwanath Sir. My sincere thanks to all our delegates. Thank you for being here with us today. We hope you have a meaningful and enriching conference experience over the next 2 days. With this, on behalf of entire organizing committee, I thank each and every one of you for being part of KAPICON 2026. The inauguration is only the beginning. There is much more ahead over the next 2 days. Learning, discussion, friendships, and memorable moments. I hope we continue the same energy, enthusiasm, and spirit throughout KAPICON 2026. Thank you. Good evening to all.